Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, we're going to talk about Florida, Alimony, and DeSantis, okay? And guys, DeSantis just passed a law that ends permanent alimony in Florida. And for those of you guys who don't know, in most states, for every 2 days that you're married, you owe 1 day of alimony. And if you're married more than 10 years, guys, you got to pay your ex alimony until you die. Or until she gets remarried. But there's plenty of cases where the woman will have her boyfriend living with her and still collect alimony, right? So guys, we're going to jump into this, but before we do, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment. It really helps keep this channel going, guys. Hit the notification bell and check the community tab for the lives. Guys, let's jump into this. But first, guys, I am against alimony, okay? I am against paying for the JJ that you no longer use. And I know that there's going to be some idiots. Well, there's some women who pay alimony too. But we all know, guys, in general, men are the ones paying the majority of the alimony. That's just how it works. Okay? So let's just jump into this.
Steve King joins us live in the studio. And Steve, you spoke with state lawmakers on both sides of this issue. What did they have to say about this?
Jay, this new law means that permanent alimony has come to an end in Florida. One thing supporters and opponents disagree with regarding this new law is whether it applies to existing alimony agreements. Governor Ron DeSantis signed this bill last night, and the new law took effect today. Supporters say that this bill limits how long an ex-spouse would be required to make alimony payments, but supporters also say this would not apply to current agreements. However, opponents say courts could decide this new law could apply to existing alimony agreements, which puts some ex-spouses in a situation where they're unable to support themselves because they were depending on those payments.
So guys, we aren't talking about child support. We're talking about alimony here. And there's no reason why any woman with 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 arms, and 2 legs shouldn't be able to work and support herself. Walmart's always hiring, ladies. Walmart and Subway, man. And there's no reason why this shouldn't apply to all the current cases either. They can all get jobs.
Democratic State Representative Anna Escamani of Orlando opposed the bill.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
It's been important to allow judges to decide what is in the best interest of that family and, of course, of children.
Boom. I knew she'd do it. I knew she'd do it. She talked about children. We're talking about alimony here, not child support, guys. Do you see how she did that? Do you guys see how she did that? This knucklehead right here did the old whoop-de-whoop. and it's conflating two issues. We're not talking about child support. We're talking about alimony, okay?
If there are children involved in the divorce, and this bill, now law, alongside others that have passed recently, pull that process away from the courts and into a more political realm.
Republican State Representative John Snyder of Martin County, who approved the bill, says in part, quote, "As society changes, we have more households where both spouses work. By eliminating permanent alimony, the bill strikes a good balance between supporting the spouse who might not earn as much income during the marriage, while also encouraging self-supporting."
See? This guy is trying to be progressive. He's basically saying, as society changes, we have more households where both spouses work. We have strong and independent women. So what do we need alimony for? Bravo, dude. State Representative John Snyder. Props to you, man. Props to you.
Governor DeSantis vetoed a similar bill last year. We reached out to his office for a comment about this new law, but so far we've not heard back.
I hadn't heard that he vetoed a similar bill. Guys, put in the comments why you think that he vetoed something similar last year, but then passed it this time. But yeah, guys, so here. This is from CBS News Miami. Florida governor signs bill ending permanent alimony. The governor on Friday signed measures that'll overhaul the state's alimony laws after three vetoes of similar bills and a decade of emotional clashes over the issue. The measure, SB 1416, includes doing away with what's known as permanent alimony. So DeSantis' approval came after a year after he nixed a single bill that sought to eliminate permanent alimony and set up a formula for alimony based on the length of marriage. Now, so the approval drew an outcry from the members of the First Wives Advocacy Group. Guys, come on. So a bunch of old, over-the-hill, turkey neck chicks got together and made an advocacy group and they're basically living high off the hog off their alimony, and they know that they're going to be screwed, right? A coalition of mostly older women who receive permanent alimony and who assert that their lives will be upended without the payments. Fuck you guys, I hate. Okay, I hope you guys can hear the frustration in my voice. This is a bunch of entitled older women that probably married rich dudes and either left them or got cheated on and left them. It doesn't matter. But they are banking on that, maintaining the lifestyle that I'm accustomed to, part of the alimony. So they're living in these big homes. They're driving Lambos and Benzes and stuff. And now they're scared that the money that they didn't earn is going to be taken away. Think about the mindset that they have to have. The First Wives Advocacy Group, they're advocating so that they can keep getting money that they didn't earn. Guys, in the comments, please make it sense. And tell me if you're surprised that there would be a group of entitled, over-the-hill women that would make a group like this. Absolute clown world. Okay. On behalf of the thousands of women who our group represents, thousands, guys, thousands, we are very disappointed in the governor's decision to sign the alimony reform bill. We believe that by signing it, he has put older women in a situation that will cause us financial devastation. Nuh-uh, because you can just get a job. Get a job. Walmart. Waffle House. They're always hiring, right? Always hiring. Aren't a bunch of millennials like quiet quitting, right? Oh, that just means there's plenty of jobs open. Ladies, man, shoot. Get a freaking turtleneck around that turkey neck and get to work. We believe that by signing it. So the so-called party of family values has just contributed to the erosion of institutional marriage in Florida. What? I think they're actually strengthening marriage because women will actually think twice about leaving, right, guys? Says Jan Kilalia, a 63-year-old Boca Raton woman that founded the group a decade ago. The years-long effort to do away with permanent alimony has been a highly contentious issue. It's elicited tearful testimony from members of the First Wives group, but also spurred impassioned pleas of ex-spouses who said that they've been forced to work long past the age that they wanted to retire because they were on the hook for alimony payments. Boom! Right there. So you got a bunch of old chicks whining about not getting the money that they feel that they're entitled to. And then you have a bunch of older men saying, wait a minute, I could have retired 15 years ago, but I'm working in my 70s or 80s because I have to pay this broad. Think about that. Michael Bueller, chairman of Florida Family Fairness, a group that has pushed for doing away with permanent alimony, praised the approval of the bill. Florida Family Fairness is pleased that the Florida legislature and the governor have passed a bill that ends permanent alimony and codifies in statute the right to retire for existing alimony payers. Anything that adds clarity and ends permanent alimony is a win for Florida families. Facts. Facts. Look at that. Along with eliminating permanent alimony, the measure will set a process for ex-spouses who make alimony payments to seek modifications to alimony agreements when they want to retire. Good. It will also allow judges to reduce or terminate alimony support or maintenance payments. What? A maintenance payment? You gotta... come on, guys. As we're considering a number of factors such as the age and the health of a person who makes payments, the customary retirement age of that person's occupation, their economic impact or reduction in alimony would have on the recipient, the payments, and the motivation for retirement, the likelihood of returning to work. That sounds great to me, right? Sounds fair. They don't know if it's going to apply to current agreements. Here we go, guys. The governor just impoverished all the older women of Florida. I know at least 3,000 women across the state of Florida are switching to Democrat and will campaign against him all the way forever. Please. They'll come back. Guys, women are the most wishy-washy voters there are. Okay? Men, we usually stick to the party that we want. In the same way that we stick to the same football team. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really, really hard to get men to switch, but when we do, we stay switched, right? But women switch at the drop of a hat. Let's see. So what you can do under case law, we can now codify all laws and make that the rule of law. So we basically just solidify that. So from a retroactive standpoint, no, because if anything could be modifiable for, so they're basically saying that they can't really modify what's already on the books. Under the plan, people married for less than 3 years will not be eligible for alimony payments. Bravo! Bravo, guys. Bravo, man. There you go. And those who have been married 20 years or longer will be eligible to receive payments for up to 75% of the term of the marriage. Good. Good. The new law will also allow alimony payers to seek modifications if a supportive relationship exists or has existed involving their ex-spouses in the previous year. So this is what I was saying earlier, guys, where it's supposed to be that if a woman's in a relationship with a guy, some say living with, whatever, then she can't get alimony. But this is actually putting it into law and saying that if you can prove that she has a relationship with anyone, that's it. Critics argue the provision is vague and could apply to temporary roommates who help alimony recipients. Come on, do you really think that these women have a temporary roommates? No. Guys, I'm gonna peep you on some game here. Men are a lot more willing to have roommates than women. Okay, that's how a lot of men save money. No, I know guys in their 40s. I know a guy. He got divorced, right? And he bought a new house, and then he has 2 of his coworkers living in there. You know what I'm saying? And they're all like guys in their 30s and 40s, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Five Vish, a 63-year-old with medical conditions, said she can't afford another legal fight over alimony. My fears are that they can take you back to court and I don't have the money for an attorney. I literally live off the little bit that I get for alimony. I work part-time because I have all kinds of ailments. And now I'm going to be left without anything, absolutely anything. Health insurance will be the first thing to go. This is the death sentence. Oh, get over yourself. Guys, let me know if you think that this is a good idea or not. I think this is an amazing idea. I think this is great. Walmart's always hiring, right, guys? All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and I'm out of here.